going on, you guys? Like, what you got to the channel? Got another one take review for you guys. We got Fire Force episode 11, which sees the backstory as to like how the lieutenant and captain of Company 8 came together. You know what I'm saying? And like why it was formed, because it's basically born out of legitimacy and care for others, and the biggest thing is like that. And they said the captain of Company 8, Captain Obi, he says like the biggest thing that we concern ourselves with is life, and we saw that by how the lieutenant, before he was a lieutenant, he was like, I think he was in like the army or something. I think he was a sergeant, and one of his friends turned into an inferno. And like his friend's gun was actually baptized. They baptized the weapons that they kill infernos with, you know what I'm saying, to try to help them as they move on, you know what I'm saying, after they kill them. But his gun was not baptized. So once his friends, I think his friend's name was Togi, once he turned into an inferno, he didn't feel right shooting him, and then he didn't kill it. He didn't shoot him in time. Other people just came in and just sprayed him, you know what I'm saying? And so ever since that moment, it stuck with him, because, you know what I'm saying, that was his friend and he cared about him for once, and he like, I should have listened to him. And his friend had told him, you know, hey man, you should go, just get it baptized, just see if it changed you at all, you know what I'm saying? And then he goes to see, he just walking, he sees another incident in where some firefighters, another company, and it's their captain giving points away for killing infernos, and you just see that those people had it all wrong. It's like, this is not cool. This is not a game. These are people's lives. You know what I'm saying? You're taking someone's life and you're looking at it as sport. And Captain Obi, who was he was a firefighter at that time, just a regular firefighter at the time, he didn't appreciate it. And this woman, she's like, hey, can you just put my husband down, because he's suffering. He's not moving. He's just sitting there. Can you just go do it? And they're like, yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. We got other people to take care of, because it's like they just wanted their points, because they get more points for, like, I guess the crazier and infernal acts. And so he's like, Captain Obi was like, tell him, like, you have extra people, just send them. You know what I'm saying? That it shouldn't hurt them. Like, I don't even get that many points for them. And that's when he asked for permission. And you see, like, yo, what a genuine person he is, and how he really cares about people. When he asked the woman, like, with your permission, will you allow me to, like, end your husband's suffering? And she granted it, and that's how him and the lieutenant met. And ever since then, it's like, this is what we have to do. Like, we're doing this because we want. And also, one thing that surprised me is how long Maki is. Maki seems very, very young. So when I saw her there with the sergeant, where he was a sergeant at the time, the Company H lieutenant. I'd be bad with names. I don't want to try to say nobody's name. But like, when I wasn't expecting her to be around that as long as she was. You know what I'm saying? I thought she might have been like not new, but like, you know what I'm saying, not as experienced or tenured as them. You know what I'm saying? But she's basically been around as long as them, as long as Company 8 been around. You know what I'm saying? But like, I like how the whole group is like, maybe we might not have a lot of people, we might not have as many people in our company as others tend to have in theirs, but like, we're genuine at what we want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the dope things I like about this anime. It gets like ground level stuff right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all flash and stuff. Like, you get the emotional stuff too, and it tends to land. But then we go to Asakusa, I think that's the name of it, where Company 7, we already know how the captain of Company 7 is. Dude kind of seemed like a dick, you know what I'm saying? So we meet him, and he's just walking through town, and everybody is so happy to see him. And you kind of wondering like, why are they praising this guy? This guy seems like he don't really care, but he has a confrontation with Shinra, because Shinra's like, dude, you have your ideas and that's cool, but I'm gonna beat. And I know you're supposed to be strong, but I'm gonna beat some sense into you to understand, like, yo, this shit is serious, and you might take me for a joke, but I'm not. And I enjoyed that. But then we saw Captain Benimaru at work, and a person he had just saw earlier turns into an inferno, and he starts destroying the town, destroying the houses, and I'm wondering like, what the hell? He's destroying multiple houses and hasn't attacked the inferno yet. He hasn't attacked the guy yet because he knew it's like that's how they. And after he killed the guy, you saw the emotion. He didn't want to show it, but he showed it a little. It's like he knew the guy. He knew what the guy was into. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He knew a lot about him. And once he killed him, it was just like, I hope you rest in peace. And even the guy, even though he was in a inferno, he put his hand on the shoulder, like he knew, like, thank you. Because that's their biggest praise, is to be taken down by him. I think it's Asakusa, the Destroyer. Shinman Benimaru, the Destroyer Asakusa. And that's pretty much what he's known for. But that's what they say. It's like, hey, once you turn to a further, there's nothing we can do. So he honors them by destroying the town. Why is that a thing? I don't know. I think I need some more explanation as to why that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's what they do, and I thought it was dope. He's dope. The fact that he's a compound pyrokinetic, the fact that he can create fires and manipulate them, like, that's dope. Like, he's the only person we know that can do that and has that ability. And I think they say he's the only person, but I don't know. You know how they say one person can do it, eventually somebody else down the line will be able to do it. But I think it's dope, and it's dope to introduce it only 11 episodes in. You know what I'm saying, as well. So I like this episode a lot. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going, because now Shinra has to ask, like, this is my way of doing things, but it's theirs. So I can't just automatically make them understand. Well, not force my way up on them. I mean, let me try to understand theirs first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a learning process. And I like that. Good episode. Like, Fire Force has not missed for me yet. Like, has not missed for me. Last week I thought I was gonna miss, and then we see Shinra's brother at the end of the episode, which is still like an image just embedded in my head. How dope the guy looks, and the fact that he's like a captain. Like, it's like the show is not missing on so many different levels. It's like the action, the emotion, it's working. You know what I'm saying? It's, for me, especially. But you guys, let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.